Grossest dessert you probably have ever seen, but I'm a little bit excited about it. This might be my favorite setup I've ever had. What is going on, everyone? Thanks for tuning in. It seems like it's been a minute since I've been out here doing this. I think real lifetime it's been close to a month, but just got back from vacation, and I needed a vacation from my vacation, if that makes any sense. So I'm out here, and I don't want to jinx myself. It's President's Day weekend, and I figured there would be a million people out here, so I picked a spot that was the furthest away from everything I could find. And I'm even if someone does show up, that's the next spot way down there. And then on this other side, way down there. So I think I got pretty lucky with this spot. There's no electric, no water. My truck is sitting, I played back and forth with trying to figure out a way to get it parked the way I like it, because I do have a little setup that I want to do tonight with my awning. And the flattest spot is right here in front of this picnic area, and I can't put my awning out. So where I have it sitting now, I'm about 1 degree tilted to the right. So I think I might air up my right rear airbag to kind of lift it up just a little bit to give me a little bit more of a better sleep. But overall, I think we got a pretty good spot for tonight. Hopefully it's gonna be really nice and quiet, but the bugs are definitely out here in Texas now. So we're in a really weird time. It's 65 degrees out here right now, but tonight it's gonna get down into the mid to high 40s. So that's not cold. So I did bring my diesel heater, and I did bring the adapter this time, but I don't know if I'm gonna get it set up. But if you can tell, I think last time I left you, I let you know I was going to be changing out the rack, and I got this retractable tonneau cover put on finally. And overall, everything about this setup, I like so much more than the other one. Because the retractable tonneau cover. Everything is secured, I can lock it. It's out of the rain, out of the elements, and away from sticky fingers. And the ladder rack is actually a little bit lower. So it is, the top of the tent now is completely flush with the top of my cab. And I could tell on the way here that the gas mileage was much better with it, you know, cab height. It's not up there getting the wind hit against it going down the highway. And you might also be able to tell that I put on a solar panel up there. So I think this weekend I'm gonna do a test just for fun to see how much solar I can get off of that panel, and will it charge up my power station like over a day? Because there's inherent good things about a permanently mounted solar panel, and there's bad things. You know, the bad thing is I can't move it around to hit the sun in the right place. But the good thing is it's always up there and I don't have to think about it. So I'm not gonna hook it up tonight, I don't need it. But new setup, got the awning put back on. I'm trying to get some new brackets. I don't like these brackets that are holding it on. I want some shorter brackets to lift it up a little bit higher, because this awning now is a little bit lower, since my roof rack is, or my ladder rack is a little bit lower than my other one. But overall, I think this entire setup I do like a lot more. And yeah, I'm pretty pumped. Hopefully it stays quiet, and there are bugs everywhere. I didn't even bring my thermostat. I didn't even think about it. My goodness. But we got some setting up to do, and we'll check back in when I am done. So I do have a little bit of work I want to do on this awning again, mainly just to figure out a contraption to hang up my lantern. So I brought drill bit, some drills, some S-hooks to hopefully come up with something so I can hang my lanterns from this thing. It doesn't get any easier than setting this awning up once you get used to it. That took, in real time, maybe 4 minutes. So I think before I do anything else, gang, I'm gonna try to see if I can get this, and of course it's in the very bottom, my bug keeper aware fired up. Hopefully that'll help. Check this out. Love it. Hopefully this thing's got enough charge in it. All right, well that's good. I'm out of batteries. Well, I guess we'll get this thing charged up while I finish setting up camp. Need a cord. Here's why I always keep one of these old USB-A dinosaur plugs in, because this will not charge with my power delivery. It's too much, trying to put too much power into this battery, and it wasn't charging. So now it's actually charging up, which is good. Won't work with the power delivery Type-C cable. So tonight, we're gonna be trying to have a little drive-in movie. I brought a movie screen and my projector, which is the whole point I'm putting out this awning, because I'm gonna try to hook up the movie screen over there on that side. So if all pans out, it should be a nice little evening. Yeah, this is one of those things where I have no idea if it's actually gonna work, but if it does, it'll be pretty cool. So I'm just using some Velcro wire ties, essentially. That's all this is. That's not too bad. I just gotta figure out a way to get this corner attached to my truck, I guess, somehow. That is not bad. Look at all the bugs. That is not bad at all, gang. So I just have that bottom corner tied up with a cam buckle type strap with some paracord up underneath the truck. Got these tied up. So yeah, I think that's gonna work. I'm gonna get my table set up and time to relax finally. And I've tested out this projector. You guys have seen me use it in my truck, but I bought a smaller one, a really, really small one. And projectors are so finicky hooking them up to things, because like movies have some kind of copyright law on them to where I guess the movie companies think you're showcasing it at a movie theater. I don't know, but I think I figured out a way to get it through my movie screen, but it's just gonna be trial and error tonight, but I hope it works. Got a little heavier duty table because I will have to put a small power station on it to keep that projector running, and a place to kick my feet up on. Yeah, this is way more heavy duty than my last one. Goodness. That's nice. I obviously haven't put this together yet. Okay. Now how does this go on? Snap. Snap. Yeah, that's way more sturdy. Cool. All right, so the last thing I got to do before I can actually sit down and relax underneath 8 million bugs is I never had a place to hang up my lantern. I was using little Velcro straps and I was kind of sketchy about that. So I brought a little drill bit, and just some S-hooks. So I'm going to drill a couple of holes here. That way I've got I got a couple of hooks to hang my lantern, and it'll be a little bit more secure than just string or the Velcro that I was using. Bingo. That'll be perfect. Now for the other side. All right. Well, that's enough DIY home improvement for a camping trip. Well, that's it. I'm done setting up. But I passed a tree and I got some clips of it driving in with my big camera, but I want to show you folks what it looks like up close with this GoPro, because I don't know how that footage turned out. It is I guess it's an oak tree. So the gnarliest, largest oak tree that I've ever seen here. But there's a lot of boaters out today for some reason. It's not the, God, it's not the prettiest of days. I've just ate 3 bugs. But yeah, so far, it's quiet. See my rig way back there. Yeah, this is a little bit of an angle, but oh well. I hope that's coming through how big that is. Like, I'm standing, yeah, GoPros just suck. They don't do anything justice. But this thing is just gnarly. I don't know what causes a tree to do that, get all the burls and the knots in the base of it. That is a crazy looking tree. Oh man, I see a big old hornet and there's a lot of holes. Yep, we're getting out of here. It's a hornet tree. That's what we're gonna call it, man. My kid would be all about climbing that, and it would be our luck that you'd be attacked by hornets. I'm sure people that are driving past this little street are like, what is that crazy nutbag doing? And we're having a drive-in movie tonight with a very extremely unique dinner and a dessert that you guys are probably going to gag on. I don't know if it's a Southern thing or if it's just a thing that my parents did that told us it was a Southern thing so we wouldn't think they were crazy. But I brought it tonight. I haven't had it since I was about 8 years old. So what's that, about 15 years ago? I think we're close to that. But I'm gonna try it out tonight, see how it goes. And I can't wait to hear what you folks think about it. So here's my drive-in movie camping setup. That doesn't look too bad. I don't know if it'll work, but if it does, it'll be pretty cool. So. All right, guys, don't judge, but this is what I'm doing for dinner tonight. And I think it's gonna be a fun little experiment. I did bring a backup if I have to, but yeah, it's a freeze-dried meal. I've done these before, but if you haven't seen any of my videos, these are the peak freeze-dried meals. These are 100 million times better than the Mountain House meals. These actually taste good. Like I look forward to eating these peak meals. They're expensive. They're like 12 or 13 bucks a bag. but they're so good. And I'm not just saying that, they're really tasty. But we're going to be cooking that bag with this thing right here, if that shows up, and some fuel tabs. I don't know, I thought it'd be fun to see if these things actually work. Like I said, I brought another means of boiling water if I have to, but these little tabs right here are good for, I think, 12 to 15 minutes, and it's not very windy out here, so I'm hoping that it'll work. But I don't know if you can see, this thing is tiny. So it's just a little backpacking stove, and you pull these legs out somehow, just like that, and you put this fuel tab, I mean, you guys know what this is, in there, and you boil water. That's the theory. I'm not 100% positive that this is going to work, but I got my little Stanley cup here, and these things don't take a whole lot of water. I think it's 10 ounces, so that's not a whole lot. And these little cups actually have, okay, they have ounce markers on them, so that makes it easy for not so smart people like me to figure it out. But they're backwards on the inside, which is weird. And I have found that these are actually pretty accurate. The Mountain House mills, I put less water than what it calls for because it turns out really soupy, but this is it. So we're gonna try to get this thing started. I've never even used these. Okay. Yeah, it's lit. All right. Put the cup up there. And now we wait to see if that little guy will be able to boil this water. I don't know. And then on to the grossest dessert that you folks have probably ever seen. That's what I'm really looking forward to. I gotta say it's working. But I don't know if it'll boil this water. Riveting stuff right here, gang. Literally like watching paint dry. But while we're sitting here, this is the chicken teriyaki rice. I've had the broccoli and rice casserole, I think, from Peak Mills. Fantastic stuff. I know it sounds weird, but they're actually really good. I need a windscreen is what I need. As soon as I put my hands up, that flame really gets underneath that pot. So I guess if I do this again in the future, I'll bring my little windscreen to put around it. I don't think that water's getting very hot. Let's do another one. 2 is always better than 1. If I can get it in there without ruining it. Perfect. Yeah, I think adding 2 might have been a mistake, but it's definitely gonna heat that water up. I can see smoke starting to come off the water now, so it's getting warm. It's working surprisingly well, gang. I don't think I'm gonna get a rolling boil out of this, but I'm pretty sure that the water's hot enough to rehydrate this stuff. And my fuel's about down. So let's go ahead and get this in there. All right. Give it a quick stir. Seal it up, and we wait 10 minutes. And I think while we wait for this stuff to rehydrate, I'm gonna get my obligatory party lights set up for movie night tonight. That worked pretty well, surprisingly. And I finally found my grape Olipop. I've been trying the other flavors, and grape is just, it's the best. Absolutely the best. So let's give this a stir. It smells so good. I can't believe I actually like eating these. That's got a really good flavor. Cheers. Empty that bag. That was good. Now it's on to the grossest dessert that you probably have ever seen, but I'm a little bit excited about it. All right, gang, here we go. So like I mentioned, I don't know if this is a Southern thing or if my parents just lied to me, but it's a pear salad. And everyone's heard of pear salads before, but I've never seen anyone else eat a pear salad quite like this. So it takes some pear halves, some grated cheese, some lettuce, and Miracle Whip. I haven't had this since I was about 8 years old. I don't know if it's gonna taste the same that I remember it tasting, but we're gonna try it out. So get these, all these are tiny pears. So the way that we used to eat them when I was a kid, you would get your salad or lettuce, just iceberg lettuce, put it on the plate. Get you some pear halves, throw them down there, just like so, and then you can drink the pear juice. Yeah, that's good. Now the secret ingredient is Miracle Whip. And you put the mayonnaise or Miracle Whip in the little hole in the pears. Gosh, I can't believe I used to eat this. Yeah, y'all let me know if my parents were just lying to me. And then you top it off with grated cheese. But I remember really, really liking this as a kid. I don't know. Watch this be like the best thing I've eaten on this channel. Let's see if this tastes like what I remember it tasting like. I just can't imagine Miracle Whip. So you get a little bit of lettuce. All right. Bottoms up. I don't know how or why that tastes the way that it does. It doesn't taste bad. It's actually pretty good. I don't know. Maybe my parents were onto something. But I'll be darned, that's good. Y'all let me know if y'all have ever heard of a pear salad in this fashion. Because every time I try to describe this to my friends and other family members, they look at us like we're absolutely crazy, which you might be doing right now. But I'll tell you what, it's not that bad. Well, gang, before I show you the setup, because it took me a while to get the projector working, I got something cool. So this is a little bonus nugget if you folks have stuck around this long. I didn't mention it, but for the past couple of months, I've been using this little Eastoak mini fire pit, which I absolutely love. And I guess a couple of you folks have bought some after watching the videos, and Eastoak noticed it. So they offered to give one away, and they actually have new colors out. This one's the stainless steel. So they sent me one of their new blue colors. I didn't bring it with me, but here's what it looks like. I took this video at home, and it's a really cool, kind of like metallic blue enamel type color. And it's the exact same model as what I've been using for, again, about 2 months now. And it's a fantastic fire pit, and it's absolutely free. So I'm gonna be giving this away on this video. Just leave a comment, no rules, whatever. If you want the Eastoak mini fire pit, leave me a comment, and I'll draw the winner in 2 weeks like I do on all my other stuff. But I think, and I'll pay for shipping, of course, but you folks are gonna love this little fire pit. And I use wood pellets to kind of get it started. And it just works. That's all I can say. And they're easy to kind of take with you. Right? You don't have to carry a huge one of those huge solo stoves or huge fire pits. Now, it doesn't put out a ton of heat, but for ambiance, these things are great. And the new color actually looks really good. And they have more than that blue color, but that's the one that I have to be given away. So guys, leave a comment, and as usual, I'll pay for shipping, and I'll ship it to you. But we're gonna get this thing started, and then I'm gonna turn the camera around and show you my setup, because I am super excited about what's over here. And this will take about maybe 5 minutes to really get going. And once it does, these wood pellets, it burns so clean. It really is no smoke, which is the kind of the selling point of these things. But thank you, Eastoak, for giving the channel one that I can give to one of you fine folks. All right, gang, so here's the setup. I'm gonna try to do this handheld with my big camera, but this might be my favorite setup I've ever had. Comparing it to my truck shell camper, it's just super cool. And I can only do it right now because I have Wi-Fi and I'm using a hotspot directly off my phone to project this movie. But how cool is that? That's pretty fun. And I know it's not true camping, whatever. It's still fun. But got the fire pit going. I'm thinking about using some citronella oil next time for these lanterns. I don't know if that'll work that well, but you folks let me know. And of course, my movie just cut off. Let me get that back on. But while you're here, here's how I'm doing it. So I've got this tiny little mini projector. I think I paid 50 bucks for it. And my little AC2A. And right now it's kind of hard to tell, but it's taking around 75 watts to run that projector. And again, I'm just using my hotspot on my phone with a little Roku stick. And we are gonna be watching the best series of all times, Reacher, tonight. So I think this is just the coolest thing ever with this movie going. So guys, I got a few chocolate bars, and I finally got my little bug thing to charge up. So hopefully that'll work. I can kind of smell it, but I'm thinking putting citronella in those lamps will help. Let me know if you can do that. I don't know. I'm running it off kerosene right now. But let me take you folks back here a little bit further.
Don't turn around. I can help you. You take it out, Mike. That minivan to my left. Is that yours? So special, why they stick us in this dump?
Well, all right, ladies and gentlemen, movie night is over. I got through 3 episodes of Reacher, and I'm just old. I can't do it anymore. I might watch 1 or 2 more up on my iPad up in the tent, but I went ahead and got camp all put up. I don't know why I do that. I guess I'm just the fear that if I have to get up and leave for some reason, I want to be able to leave. I don't want to have to be tethered to the ground with my awning and stuff. So I got that all put up. I don't know if you guys saw all the deer that I saw, but I heard something behind me and I turned around with my light and there was about 8 glistening eyes just staring at me. So at first it was a little bit weird, but then I figured out they were deer. There are a lot of coyotes in this area too, so I didn't know if they were coyotes or deer, but they were just deer. A lot of wildlife out here. There's a lot going on in this lake behind me. I can't figure, there's a lot of splashing and it doesn't sound like fish or birds, so I don't know what it is. But anyway, I'm gonna climb up in here, up in the tent, and we're getting close to calling it a night, gang, but that was absolutely a blast. I can't wait to do that again. Just peaceful. Movie was good. I hooked up a Bluetooth speaker midway through that because the speakers on the projector are terrible, but once I hooked up the Bluetooth speaker on that, it was like being in an outdoor movie, like a drive-in. It was fantastic. It was fun. So anyway, I'm gonna head up into bed and we'll see you folks here in a little bit. All right, well, we have arrived. So I didn't get the diesel heater out. It's only around 55 degrees outside right now, and it's only supposed to get down just a little bit lower. So I do have my heated jacket. It's on low. I should be good. And I'm not even going to use a sleeping bag tonight. I'm going to try out one of these really thin 3M insulate blankets. All the reviews said that these were extremely warm, and with this being so tiny, I'm going to try it out. I did bring a sleeping bag just in case this doesn't pan out, but I think I'm going to be fine with this. And this thing just packs up into this little, I was really just testing it to see if it would work well, because if it does, it's really convenient to just bring this little blanket, kind of let it fluff up a little bit. So I think this will be fine tonight. I'm hoping. With that, the jacket, and I got gloves and stuff in there, but I think we're gonna be all right. I don't think it's gonna get cold enough to warrant even getting out to getting my my sleeping bag out. But overall, I needed this little getaway. I needed a getaway from our getaway. I was around a lot of people for about a week, and having to conversate and make friends with new people for a whole week every day, I don't know, to me it's exhausting. I got home and I just felt like I ran a marathon. So this was a really nice get away from people and just kind of regroup. It's kind of what I needed. So I really enjoyed it. But hopefully we're going to have some type of sunrise in the morning. I don't have to get up super early unless I just get up. But it was overcast tonight, real cloudy. So no really good time lapse for you folks tonight, but maybe next time. But I'm gonna hit the hay, gang. I don't even know what time it is. I think it's around 10. Yep, well, 9:30. That's late for me. So folks, we'll see you in the morning. Take care.
Good morning, everyone. I think this is a record for me in sleeping in. It's 7 a.m. So this is, I'm normally leaving way before this time, so I obviously slept pretty well last night. Did get a little bit chilly. I ended up having to wake up and grab this sleeping bag, and I put my jacket on around 4 a.m. but it's not super cold. It might be 43, 44 degrees. But I forgot about this skylight in my tent. I don't know why I forgot about it, but I opened it up after I told you guys goodnight last night, and I could actually see the moon most of the night before I went to sleep going across the screen. It was pretty cool. I forgot I had it, but overall slept pretty well. Not too bad of a sleep. The angle kind of jacked with me a little bit, but again, I was only 1 degree off, so it wasn't too bad. Yeah, pretty good night. So I am gonna get all the stuff put together, put away, and we will meet you downstairs and have some coffee and get out of here. Oops. Yeah, no sunrise this morning, folks, but the bugs are out. I don't know what's going on with all the bugs. That is insane. Oh, almost forgot this. Don't forget to leave a comment for me to send you that Eastoak. I think you'll really dig it. I can't describe how many bugs are out. It's like I open my mouth and they just dive in. I think that sounded bad. Well, gang, that's gonna wrap it up for this week. I just took a walk down here, God, and I think I found another spot that I might like to check out. That's literally all by itself. Back in sight, easy access to the road, and kind of right here by the water. And my truck's up there. So I think I might have to go see what site that is, because that might be a winner. But well, I think we're gonna head home and get ready for next week. We're taking the RV out next week, gang, with the family. It's been a while. I'm gonna go take it out of storage and make sure and see if we had any freeze damage. I tried to winterize it as best as I could, but we got down to 7-8 degrees. So fingers crossed that I don't have to do any plumbing repair or any other type of repair on that RV. I think we'll be all right though. But gang, thanks for tuning in and thanks for watching. And we'll see you soon. Take care.